How was Spurs going to win again?
Yeah.
Because defensively, seriously, Sanchez and Dyer at the back, I think Lloris is past his best. I think in the middle of the park, they can't stop anybody getting at that back line. And they certainly can't feed the forwards any ball. So what does the midfield do? They don't actually do anything. So why is Harry Kane not scoring any goals? Well, one, he's not playing centre forward. And two, he's now become the guy who's trying to orchestrate things when that's just not... He didn't make his name doing that.
Sure.
Yes, he had a spell with Young-Min Song last year where it looked like this was a guy who could pick passes. But you know when it's expected, it's a completely different ball game. So Arsenal, absolutely, there's a way out.
Yeah.
Spurs, I don't see a way out.
Yeah, Frank, obviously, what stood out from that Spurs performance was just the complete lack of cohesion at the back, just continually giving Arsenal gifts. How difficult is that to address for them?
Well, I mean, it's not only at the back, it's also, for me, especially in the middle of the park. And I would have been Nuno Espirito Santo. I would have made some changes after 30 minutes. I mean, where were Dele Alli and a little bit less, but still Luka Mouras, you know, defensively in the middle of the park, they were nowhere. And only Holberg was a little bit working, but what you can do when you're on your own. I think the coach is responsible for not making changes, but it's true that at the back, something has to be changed, you know, especially on the, I think it's the second goal. Yeah, no, on Saka, the third goal. I mean, that's awful. And you see Kane coming back, coming down, trying to tackle when he lost the ball. So it means that he has a commitment. But I think overall, the difference between Arsenal and Tottenham today in a derby and the North London derby is one team had the mindset ready for that when the other team were completely nowhere near it. That's the main difference, you know. And you know that it's not the game of the century, but you know it's a derby. You know you have to please the fans. You have to be up for it. And one team wasn't there, and it was Spurs, and the other one was working hard, and it's Arsenal. That makes the difference. But Nuno Espirito Santo has to work with the defensive aspect of the game for his team, but not only with the defenders, but also with all the players, and especially, again, in the middle of the park. I don't know. Dele Alli, I think he didn't want to play today.
How concerned would you be if you're a Spurs fan after this performance, Craig?
I would have been concerned after the last three performances, maybe four. So it's not a surprise. So I would be hugely concerned. And, you know, not only the coach, but Levy and Harry Kane, they're going to carry the can if these results keep going, and not because Harry Kane is not trying or is not a good player, but they're all out of sorts. And you know, the punters will say, "Well, yeah, upset the apple cart in the summer. He pushed for his move. He didn't get it. He doesn't really want to be here. He's not playing well. He's doing this. He's out of position." So it's just going to be a nightmare for them. But they're looking like at best a mid-table side at the moment. And you know, Stevie's right. They brought in some defenders in the summer, or at least one defender from Italy. So he's going to have to figure something. We know at Wolves for a long period, up until the end, where he went back to a back four, I think, when he lost players. He generally played with three at the back for a long period at Wolves, and they had limited success with it. He might have to come up with something with the personnel he's got that's going to get this Tottenham team back in a decent shape, because they're all over the parish. And it's not just today. That's the problem. You don't just look at it as a one-off and say, bad day at the office, let's move on. It has been a bad couple of weeks at the office, big time.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.